Welcome back to the channel. We're heading out again on another hike. This time we're going back to one of our first hikes we did for our training for the AT. This is back in July. We're going back to Cloudland. The interesting thing will be that when we first did this hike, it's maybe a little over 5 miles and 750 feet of elevation gain. It kicked our butt. And so it'd be interesting to see how we do this time. Considering we've been in training for a while, I think we'll do much better. So it's going to be a cool day. It's nice blue skies out, but in the low 30s, might climb up to about 40. This will be about the lowest temperatures we should be seeing when we're hiking on the trail, considering the months that we're going. Yeah, so Lila, are you ready?
Yeah.
Cool. Andrea?
Grumpy.
Andrea's grumpy, but yeah, laughing and grumpy. She's like one of those, what do they call them, the dwarfs, the 7 dwarfs? And she's 2 in 1. All right, so yeah, we're ready for this, and should be a relatively short day, easy hike. We'll see. Talk to you later. Basically the sign saying you might be killed by following rock. Enjoy your visit. So you immediately climb down from the parking area trailhead, and then we go along this river. You can see all the trail is pretty rooty, which is cool. So it's definitely a cool day. Down here, you can feel the coolness also amplified by the water, but we're out of the wind. At the top, I can tell you that my layering was not good enough. So on the bottom I have thermals and my regular hiking pants. On top we have an inner layer, and then I have my regular hiking shirt, and then above that I have my mid layer, which you can see here are the 3 layers. And what we see, I also added my crispy hat, and what we can see is that for low 30s this is actually fine as long as you're hiking. But in the wind it's not fine, and you need something to break the wind. Pretty crowded trail. Almost all our hikes have been pretty rare to see people. But this trail, even the parking lot was just full of cars. Considering the temperatures and it's January, it's kind of interesting. We keep running into people on the trail, which I just fine, but it makes it harder to video. It feels weird. So anyways.
Stream crossing it might be a little too difficult for you.
Did you fall in?
No.
All right.
I don't know if I can do it.
Phew. one of the interesting things about rehiking the same hike that we've been on, or same trail that we've been on before, is feeling and seeing the differences. One thing that's become apparent is when we first hiked this, everything seemed a lot farther away. There's a place where there's yurts on the side that people sleep in overnight. And it seemed like it took us forever to get there the first time, and this time it seemed like it was right there, and we just barely walked and they were there. And same with this new overlook that we're at. And yeah, I think we're halfway done, and really record. It seems like it's a lot quicker, so that's kind of crazy. Cool view. I think last time we were here we went down.
We did.
I don't know that I care this time. Been there, done that. But it's a great view. Now, if anybody knows what this is for, let us know. This tree decided to take up recent storms, and now we have these recent blowdowns. Like this one, the dirt looks just fresh, like it just happened in days. I'm kind of reminded of was it Band of Brothers and the Battle of Bastogne. I think that was it, where they the trees were shelled, and again, they're all over. Like we're on the moon. Don't fall in.
No crap. That reminds me of 127 hours.
Yep, this is very much like 127 hours if you fell down. Or you could parkour if you want to. I think you could just jump across. Parkour. Be like was it Dwight Schrute that parkour? No, it was the other guy. So, yeah, we finished the trail. I'll have to go back and look at the numbers, but so the big thing was this was a comparison from the last time we hiked this trail. We were pretty new, just starting out the training for the AT, and now we have roughly 200 miles under our belt, and I don't know how many hikes we've done, 15 or so. Yeah, so I felt like it was surprisingly easy. It was still difficult climb at the end for sure, but nothing like when we first did it, where we had to walk up the stairs and I was dying and had to keep stopping, and I didn't have to stop this time, so that was good. All in all, a good day. I'll say that when we first started, I can't speak for anybody else, but I really didn't want to hike. It's cold. I have things I could do at home, and it sounded like just like a horrible idea, but once we got out there, I'm glad I did. It was pretty nice out there, and the only thing that was kind of a negative, small negative, was just there was a lot of people. And as Andrea pointed out, it was Martin Luther King weekend, so I guess with a holiday weekend, you're going to get more crowds out there, which I didn't expect. So yeah, Lila, how did you do?
I did all right.
She was smoking it. I didn't really feel much.
Yep. Andrea, how'd you do? You started out angry.
I was grumpy and angry, but I started relaxing and enjoying the cold weather and just the nice clean air.
Cool.
It's nice.
So the one thing I did notice, especially today I took notice too, is that Lila's come a long ways in her ability to do this. I remember when we first started, she kind of stumbled a lot over the rocks and roots and had trouble. This time she was flying like a gazelle. It's hard to keep up with her. So it's been a huge improvement in her ability. So that was good to watch. I mean, yeah, this is the good test for the AT. Now, of course, we still have to see if we can do these 4,000 foot climbs, which are going to be quite a bit different. But yeah, I think we're doing good so far. So in terms of a test from kind of like day one back in July to now, I think this is very, very successful.